This conference will now be recorded.
Hi guys, good morning. This is SonicR Mastery Team. We will be talking about the week looking toward from 9 July to 16 July. Okay, we are on Tuesday right now. It is around 11 a.m. in the early morning. All right. So as you can see here, we have quite a lot of item coming as clearly start from today only. Okay, even though we have quite a big move in the market yesterday, but as you can see, I would say the more higher impact news shall be only coming in start from today. Okay, there are a few things that I want you to take note of. Okay, as you can see, we have Powell will be speaking today. All right, and of course, another bigger one will be of course FOMC on the late Wednesday night or early morning on a Thursday. I think this is going to be quite an impact one in my opinion, because last week, which is NFP last Friday, right? The US data, the NFP data was way too higher or way too better than expected, right? So what happened was that people were thinking that because of this good or very high data, right? And they are expecting that FOMC or Fed chairman will start to be like stop being dovish or stop being so-called talking about the rate cut. That's the reason why, because of that expectation, that's the reason why we are seeing the return of US dollar or the strength of US dollar on this week and the last Friday. Okay, so there's a rationale behind it. So we have to really keep an eye out or keep a lookout on these Powell speeches, and of course FOMC meetings to see what is the clue of the upcoming potential rate cut or not. Okay, so this is going to be very important in my opinion. So please watch out for that. So let's do analysis together. Okay, all right. Let's start with gold. All right, let's start with gold. Since we were talking about US dollar and gold, so now you have a understanding why we have a sort of like a gold pullback over the last few days, right? Because of the potential that the US Fed chairman may not be, or US FOMC or Fed may not be cutting the rate in near future anymore. All right, so when they may not cut the rate, that's the reason why this pair is making a pullback. So from the technical point of view, I'm expecting it should be like a hold steady, or the proper support will be around 1380 to 1390 region. So if you are looking for a long, I don't think it is a nice time for you to buy in at the moment, because in terms of technical wise, we are not seeing any bullish candle or bullish momentum at the moment. So yep, 1380, 1390, that might be a good level for you to take a look out for if you want to long at the moment. All right, or in another word, if you have a short position already, these are the level that you might want to take profit as well. Okay, so that will be of course, if you have a short position, congratulations to you. You must be making a quite decent profit right now. I think they can go down a little bit lower first. Okay, at the moment we are talking about 1394, right? So it can go down like it's like 1390 to 1380 to 1390 level. So yep, slightly bearish for the time being. Okay, so let's move forward. All right. Another one is the Dow Jones US market. Okay. I have been bullish on US market for quite some time. I was telling that this 27,000 region, and it will be a good resistant region. So it didn't really go to the exit 27,000 level, but it go very close to 27,000 level. So that was a reason why it hit the expected resistance level. So this is now we are making a sort of like a pullback. So I expect it may pull back down a little bit lower first, but eventually, in my opinion, it will go up higher and higher again. Because in my opinion, and the underlying, in terms of underlying, there wasn't any issue in the US market at the moment. Okay, I'm not saying the global market, especially on the US market, there wasn't any much underlying problem happening at the moment. So I expect eventually, this market should go up higher and higher. Okay. So for the time being, 27,000 level should be at as a good resistance level. All right, so this is what is happening right now. So it is making a sort of like a pullback, but eventually they shall retest this again, and eventually, I repeat, it will break out up higher. So it's the same thing goes to the S&P as well. S&P, just like this 27,000 is a very good resistance for a Dow Jones Industrial, right? S&P, I would say 3,000 will be a very good resistance as well. They have a similar patterns, similar structure at the moment. Okay, so let the pullback take place first, and wait for at a very good support level, such as like the 26,500, around this 26 for 26,400 and 26,500, that will be a good place for you to, potentially catching up the so-called up move again. All right. So this is my US Dow Jones Industrial Index, right? Okay. Let's look into some of the items I would like to recommend. Okay. I just want to recommend you that there are certain so-called pairs that are a little bit, starting to so-called show some signs of like a bullishness at the moment. One of the example is a British pound Canadian. We have a very nice pin bar yesterday, right? I hope you can see you can use a chart here. These are kind of like a very typically bullish momentum pattern, right? So you can see that we have a price go all the way down for a day, and before the day ends, it go all the way up. It closed nearly at the top of the day itself. So this is, to me, is a sign of typically strongly bullish so-called momentum is in play. So if you had a short, I think it's time for you to maybe take some profit already out, because the likelihood of pushing back up is coming higher again. So I think in terms of British pound in overall, they are already in the very decent resistance level already. Not only British Canadian is in the like British pound, US dollar also sign of showing a similar pattern as well. So I think British pound in general may make some sort of like a retracement, in my opinion. Okay, so the likelihood of going up is a bit high on here. All right, US dollar Canadian. So since we are talking about Canadian pair, all right, I am expecting US dollar Canadian to go up higher as well. Okay, the rationale behind it is that, okay, Canadian and oils they are directionally proportion, right? They are proportionally they're in a direct proportion in a way. So if the oil price go up, Canadian should go up as well. So if the oil price were to go down lower, so I'm expecting the oil price in the immediate term, they will go down lower, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm expecting that the oil price will go lower. So at the same time, Canadian dollar will go lower as well. Since the Canadian dollar might be going lower, a pair such as like US dollar Canadian, I think will go higher. So we have sort of like a first attempt on the last Friday during the NFP time. I think they are easily going to retest this level easily. I think without much of the effort, I think they can easily go back to 1.3134 levels, like this region. Okay, so let me recap. Gold is staying like it stays slightly bearish, all right? 1380, 1390, and of course this Thursday will be the important information on the gold price as well. US market, we may make a small pullback along the way, but I think they will sooner or later they will retest the 27,000 resistance level. Okay, and British pound Canadian and US dollar Canadian, the chance of going up higher is very strong here. All right, so thank you very much, and I see you guys next week. Okay, all the best for your trading. Thank you.
Okay, over my end on the cross pair, I'll be talking about Canadian CHF. So as you can see over here, Canadian CHF has reached a certain resistance level at the 0.76 zone. Right? Even though we have not seen any signs of rejections coming in at this level, I'll be waiting to short this pair so long as we see some kind of rejections coming in later this week. Okay, so for this pair, it's definitely late to long, and it's still quite early to short it yet. All right, so it's best to wait for some up move, maybe some kind of exhaustion move when price goes up, but end of the day it goes back down again, like a pinball and engulfing candle, before you can look to short this pair. Okay, so for Canadian Swiss franc, do not long now. You can wait for a short trade, but wait for the price action to give you the signal to short it down. And euro to Swiss franc, I am on the bearish bias. The entire structure is being bearish. Okay, as you can see, price is making the lower low again. So long as price do not break above the 1.12 zone, I'm saying that this level is a good area to wait for possible bearish setup to shows up before we short it down. Okay, so we are still about maybe 40 to 50 pips, about 50 pips away from the next resistance level. So wait for price to go up higher first before we short it down towards the next support level at the 1.107 zone. All right, so this is all we have for you guys. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next week. Goodbye.